What's up, baby? Welcome back to SFN, where we be getting it in, baby, where we get them in pieces and we put them together. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get better because it's only the beginning. So look, let's get off into this video today, bro. So look, on this video, I'm coming to talk to y'all about tips and tricks how to check out a car at the auction. You feel me? Whether it's online auction and whether you in person. So look, first thing first, man, depending on what auction you at, depending on if the car got keys or not that you checking out, or do the auction allow you to crank up the car or not? You feel me? Cause some auction, you know, it's just is. Post your bid, you see later when you pay for it. You feel me? But if you're at an auction that you can crank the car up and you can put it in drive and you can put it in reverse, you kind of check the transmission. You can't drive the car outside the auction, but you can drive back and forth and kind of see if the transmission going good. And then I do that. But after that, I check the coolant level. I check the oil, make sure the oil ain't milky. You know what I'm saying? I check the transmission fluid, make sure the transmission fluid ain't burnt. Because them indicators that the transmission might be burnt up or fucked up. If it smell burnt, the transmission fluid, or it's real dirty. You know what I'm saying? You want to have a good color. You know what I'm saying? A good wine liquor color on the transmission fluid. You know what I'm saying? So after I see that, you know what I'm saying? And I check the oil, I check the hoses. I'm checking for any leaks up under the car. You feel me? And I'm moving into the car, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking around, I'm looking at any body damage, anything that may been repaired before, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm looking under the car, checking out the axles, the tie rods, the shocks, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of pushing the car down, you know what I'm saying, to make sure the shocks work, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of car, what type of situation. Make sure you got good tires on it, because good tires is a good indicator that the previous owner took care of the car, you feel me? So I'm checking in the inside. Make sure the inside cleaned up nice. If the inside, most time when people send cars to the auction, they detail them. But if it's like, depending on the auction, if it's a repo auction, a tow auction, you get what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see if the car junky. I'm trying to see if the previous owner took care of the car. I'm looking in the window for oil stickers. I'm looking for inspection stickers, depending on what town you in. I'm looking for like emission stickers that the car been through emissions. I'm looking for all the good signs, and I'm looking for bad signs at the same time. That's in person. And like I'm looking for check engine lights. If you can, I'm bringing my scan tool with me. And I'm checking the car. I'm checking to see how many codes on it. Checking to see if it got serious codes on it. Checking for misfires. I'm looking under the car, make sure, depending on if you can crank it up or not. I'm trying to make sure it got a Cadillac converter. Make sure it ain't straight pipe. Make sure the muffler's good. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if you can crank it up or not. You get me? You get my drift. Y'all follow me. You get my drift. That's in person. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking the mileage. I'm looking on, I'm gonna run a Carfax on it, depending on the situation. If I can, you know, get the VIN number, if I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna run a Carfax on it. If the car look perfect and I ain't gotta think about it, I ain't going that deep. But if I'm buying online, this the second one. If I'm buying online, it's a different process. I can't get out there to see what's going on. You feel me? Depending on how much money I'm spending. If I'm spending a couple, like just $1,000 or whatever. If I'm spending $1,000, I might just don't, you know, get an inspector. But certain auctions, you can send an inspector in. That's a third-party service that they offer, depending on the auction you go to. You can send an inspector in, and he'll send you the report. He'll go look at the car and tell you everything that's wrong with the car, from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be a good thing to go off of. But if I can't get an inspector, or if I don't want to fuck with the inspector part, I'm going to run a deep Carfax, and I'm going to check the mileage, and I'm going to look at all the pictures for the same indicators that the car is a good car. I'm looking at if it's clean in the inside. I'm looking at the damage on the outside. I'm looking at everything, but I'm looking at pictures because I'm not in the state where the car at. I'm looking at pictures, and I'm running Carfax, bro, to try to see if the miles match up. Whether the car new, whether the car old, depending on what type of car it is. I'm looking to see if the miles match up. You get me? So not match up exactly. You know what I'm saying? If I'm looking at a car that got 180,000 miles on it, and I'm looking at the Carfax and they bought the car or the car was sold 3 or 4 times, I'm looking in the gaps at the mileage, depending on how many times it was sold. And then I'm looking at, do the car got a shop, you know what I'm saying, report? Like, do the car have a maintenance service record report? You know what I'm saying? In the Carfax, to try to indicate if it's a good car. After that, I done pretty much made my mind up. Do I want to buy the car or not? You feel me? Because some actions you can hear, I put my earphones in or I put it on a TV or something, and I turn it up and listen to the motor because they cut the cars on some auctions. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it run. So I'm looking for any ticks, knocks, skips. I'm looking for bad idle. You know what I'm saying? A rough motor. You know what I'm saying? Shaking, missing, anything like that. And I'm pretty much looking at it on a computer screen so I can't see. You know what I'm saying? If I'm spending more money, if I'm spending about $5,000 or $6,000, or depending on if it's a low-end car or a high-end car, I might send an inspector there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not flying nowhere to just look at a car. So I might send an inspector there. He might charge $100, you know what I'm saying? $50, depending on the service you using or the auction you at. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I'm going to check out the car. And that's a good tip, bro. Them good tips when you a beginner and you starting in this business and you trying to avoid being scammed. Them good tips I'm giving y'all. So, if y'all like these videos any value to you. If this video any value to you, bro, hit that like button. Smash that motherfucking thumbs up. You feel me? And subscribe. It's gonna get better, baby. It's only the beginning, man. And I'm out just like that.